Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming on call today. And it's a very special call because we have completed 3 months of our COVID 19 pandemic program. And Dr. Varsha and Rachita has completed their 2 months of fellowship with Arogya. So they have completed particularly one third of their journey. And it's a very special one because this is the pandemic COVID 19 special fellowship of public health and research by Arogya. Um, Here we are to talk about their experience on working and giving consultations and experiencing the problems from various parts of India of migrant and underprivileged section. While they are handling COVID patients on call, they are also handling non-COVID patients like elderly, uh, women who have some specific gynae issues, mental health counselings that they are addressing to, and many other very interesting requests that they have got, and they have handled it very well. So I would hand it over to Dr. Sahir, who is our global advisor and chief strategy and medical advisor, so that he can have a few question and answer session with Varsha and Rachita here. I also welcome Dr. Dhruv on this panel, who is the co-founder of Arogya. So over to you, Dr. Sahir.
Good morning, everyone. Well, good afternoon there, I think. Thank you for the introduction, Priya, and welcome, Dhruv. Congratulations to the girls on completing the fellowship, Dr. Varsha and Chita and everybody else. So I first want to ask Dr. Varsha, because she's kind of being on the forefront of all this and talking to various sectors of the society. As you said, there is a lot of care debt in terms of the focus is on COVID-19, but that we are neglecting a lot of non-communicable diseases like diabetes, hypertension, musculoskeletal problems, cancers. So those problems are getting neglected because people don't have access to the specialists. So Varsha, please tell us what was your experience in terms of the types of requests and how people are suffering and how they are reacting to all these lockdowns. Varsha.
Yeah. First of all, hi to everyone. Till now, it's been a very learning experience for me as well as a doctor. We are receiving teleconsultation requests from all these trade hours. Like we have a patient from daily wage worker, till we have patient from a bank accountant who is well educated. So people are coming with us lots of ifs and buts. They don't have, we are not just receiving patients from direct teleconsultation. Okay, we have this symptoms and we need teleconsultation. No, they are coming up with lots of ifs and buts, lots of myths. So first of all, you have to take a time of around 10 to 15 seconds span to reassure them, first of all. That is the biggest challenge. You have to reassure them that now they have landed up at an authenticated platform at Arogya. Because lots of see, with this COVID pandemic, lots of fraud companies have also given rise, and patients have doubt about the authentications. That okay, who is the doctor who is going to see us? So we have to reassure them. Okay, they have landed up at a good platform. We have certified RMPs and everything is very transparent and clear. So this is the first thing. And next is we are since this is everybody is focusing on COVID. So majority of patients are like we go to the government hospitals and nobody sees us for normal headache, normal blood pressure. They have facing problems for getting basic medications of like diabetes and all. So it's also a major chunk of our teleconsultation was of non-COVID patients as well. And the third thing is that besides that mental health issues, a lot of mental health issues are coming up from even kids side, from elderly people. They are getting they're getting aloof. They don't wanna. They feel aloof now that no, we don't have anyone to talk. We don't have anything to do. So we have to handle them as well very patiently.
Right. What was your specific experience speaking to those disabled girls for their gynecological issues?
Okay, so a few days back, we received a request from a Moonj Association of around 30 disabled women they are living in a very rural community of a disabled people of around 4,500 people. They all are disabled. So most of the females are suffering from menstrual issues, hygiene issues. So as a doctor, when I contacted them, the biggest challenge is that even if I provide teleconsultation to them, they don't have access to the pharmacy. So even if you write the prescription, they can't get it. So you have to act at a very basic level. You have to just educate them.
Yeah.
It's not
Good.
a normal teleconsultation that you write a prescription and patient will get the medications. No. So you have to act at a very basic level. You have to provide them about the how they can manage the hygiene practice, how they can access the safe sexual teach them about the safe sexual practices and how they can access the free contraceptive options and all. You have to teach
Good.
them at a very basic level.
Yeah, and I think that's very important given that we are women's charity, focus on women's sanitation, hygiene, those kind of issues. And I think we can play a big role on that front, as it is talking about women's problems or women's menstrual issues is a big taboo in a country like India, especially in the underprivileged society. People don't talk about it. So I think we can do a lot of difference in terms of providing public health education to women, even for normal issues like menstruation. And then the diseases, so that is a different domain. Yes, that's very good. In terms of mental health issues, what kind of issues you're getting requests for?
In mental health issues, a lot of parents are calling to us that our children are getting aggressive. They have developed a habit of eating so much because they can't go to play outdoors. So that's a big issue. They're getting aggressive. They are not doing their day-to-day hobbies because now they are all day they are watching TV, and that's making them even short-tempered as well.
Yeah.
Secondly, we are getting issues from elderly people as well, since so many elderly people are living alone because their children have left for abroad, so they are alone. They can't go to their temples or their parks, which were their daily activities. So they are getting more and more agitated.
Yeah. So a lot of
they just call us to talk. They want someone to talk. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah, a lot of behavioral issues in the young children and loneliness and sense of frustration for the other people. Okay, let me ask Rachita, what's her experience been?
Hello, good afternoon and good evening, morning to everybody. So, as far as my experience is concerned, I have been making videos for the Gunj partners to be distributed amongst the people to be aware of the Arogya products and the IVR number to be contacted upon. I have been making the recordings for the IVR in Odia as I am native from Odia. And I have been making posters to be circulated via the Gunj partner to all the migrant laborers and to the lower strata of the people. So yeah, it has been very big eye opener as limited to my experience. I was thinking my problems are the bigger ones, but seeing all the people they are helping, it's a very big eye opener and a huge trust has come into place that my problems are not big enough. There are other people suffering more than that. So yeah.
Good. So I think you are about to become doctor. So you are already getting a taste of what a medic's life would be, dealing with all the challenges. So you talked about Gunj. So the Gunj is involved in a lot of migrant work. Yeah.
Yes.
So what kind of calls and desperation is there in migrants? So, I mean, this question is for you as well as Varsha. So first, you can comment on what's happening on the migrant side.
So with the migrant workers, their primary problem would be getting to home as they're alone here and there is nothing to eat. There is nowhere to stay. They would rather prefer to be home. But since due to lockdown and no traveling options, they are just here. So yeah, that's, I think, one of the problems they're facing. But I think Dr. Varsha will be better able to tell you what they are.
Sorry, that's some logistic problem that you described. When Varsha, can you please talk about their health issues? What kind of health issues they are facing? Because they are going to be different from, people who are white collar and middle class.
We have received a call. I can remember a call where we received a call from a laborer. He's from Bihar, so he called up and tell that I want to send my wife to the Bihar at her hometown because she's pregnant and there nobody's there to take care of her and it's urgent. So he contacted us and his major issue is that we give us any access so that we can any access to transport so that we can go to our hometowns because we don't have money, we don't have food, and his wife is pregnant as well, so it's a big issue for them. So we immediately, our program head Akash immediately provided a helpline number because before that we are not even indulged in this migrant worker thing, but as soon as we received that request, we also started looking into this migrant thing and we immediately provided him with the helpline number of the state, Bihar state, and they helped him as well.
Yeah.
We did a follow up as well. So
Okay.
somehow his wife reached to his destination.
I think migrants' health issue is going to become a big issue now. Now that they have returned to their states, they don't have any employment, no prospects. They are scared to go back to their original employment states. So I think their mental health is going to be a major issue. I mean, the government can probably provide them support through the primary health care centers for their basic needs. But I think all these issues that you talked about, desperation, frustration, loneliness, boredom, which will then drive the crime levels in the society. So I think we can play a big role by offering them mental consultations and maybe just a talking therapy that you were talking about.
Yes.
And for that reason, I think we need to have some voluntary donations. We need to bring out some sort of migrant adoption schemes. And I think that is where we are going to work strategically as to what we can offer specifically for migrants. Everybody is giving them food, transport, but I don't think anyone is actually, thinking about their health issues. So in terms of the middle class, I think, as I said to you, the major issue now is the care deficit, which has been caused by lack of access to the specialist care. India is the capital of diabetes. So, it's the world capital of diabetes, rather. The most diabetes cases are, in the world are in India. So we can again offer a lot of help, both in terms of teleconsultations as well as, advice. The second issue is the senior citizens who are not being looked after. They are stuck in the house. They can't go out for walks. And that is, again, exacerbating their chronic musculoskeletal problems, knee pain, neck pain, back pain. So we are again going to offer some sort of a treatment program in that. With that, I'll give it back to Dr. Priyanjali, who can make concluding remarks on the operations and how things are happening on the ground.
Sure. So I would like to ask Dr. Dhruv about the ANM Asha web portal and application that we have. How is it going to help the base of the pyramid strata? How are we addressing to the twin problem that has taken place as a result of the pandemic, and what is Arogya going to play as a role there?
Thank you for giving me the chance to speak, Dr. Sahir and Dr. Priyanjali. So we are actually we are actually in the process of building an application where we are looking at two sets of problems. That is, first is the people who are away from healthcare and the healthcare workers who are facing a growing mistrust these days. So we are trying to match these problems and we are trying to build an application where all the problems can be saved through our EVRs, through the applications, and through our website portals. We can reach a lot of people who don't have access to healthcare, and they can actually come and assess themselves by using the symptom assessment tools. They can see themselves whether they are suffering from something or they might suffer from something. So this is something which gives them a pre-sight rather than treatment itself. It makes people more aware about their health. and everything. The second thing is that the ANMs and ASHA workers who are on our front line, they are being trained to use the application, and it basically makes the data collection and the whole process contactless. Since the whole process is contactless, we are able to deliver. We are the growing mistrust between the people. We are able to bridge that. Second thing is that due to COVID problems, the contact is being the chances of frontline health workers contacting COVID are also quite less. So we are looking into both these problems. I would also like to add that we are not only solving the COVID problems, we are also solving the non-COVID problems, that is people suffering from diabetes, hypertension, chronic diseases, vector-borne diseases. We are actually screening people for all these diseases through the application, and it will help us guide through the COVID phase also, and also the post-COVID phase.
Thank you, Dhruv. While I conclude this amazing interview that the team has been experiencing during the pandemic era since 3 months, I would also like to add that going forward, Arogya will play a huge role at taking and rebuilding the public health at community level, because we have excellent doctors who can remotely solve the COVID and non-COVID problems by diagnosing. And we have the excellent application which provides contactless means for the frontline level 1, level 2 ANMs and ASHA workers to symptom assess and detect patients in a safe manner, so that they do not come in direct contact with the patient, and they can have a tool, processes in place, training, and the knowledge base, also a platform to interact with each other and work in an organized fashion through the Arogya My Health application. So with that, we will come back to you with some more stories while we work more for this during the pandemic for our country. And thank you so much to our team members for doing this today. So thanks a lot.